This story begins with a test. God approaches a man called Abraham, and he says to Abraham, I want you to take your only son, the one you love, and I want you to take him to the mountain that I show you, and on that mountain I want you to sacrifice him. And so early the next morning, Abraham gets up and he sets to chopping the wood for the sacrifice, and he gathers two of his servants, he gathers his son Isaac, and they load up the donkey, ready to set out on their journey. And by the third day, Abraham spots the mountain that the Lord has been leading him towards. And so he says to his two servants, I want you to stay here with the donkey while I take my son Isaac to worship God on top of the mountain. And so he gathers the bundle of wood and gives it to his son Isaac, and Abraham carries the knife and he carries the fire. And they set out on their journey towards the mountain. And a little way into their journey, Isaac turns to his father Abraham and he says, Dad, we have the wood for the burnt offering, but where's the lamb? And Abraham responds to his son, God himself will provide the lamb for the burnt offering. And so they continue up the mountain and they finally reach the top, heavy breathing and tired. And Abraham sets to building an altar. And once he's established the altar, he then piles the wood on top of the altar. And then he binds the hands and the feet of his son Isaac, and he lays him on top of the wood. And he takes his knife, and just as he's about to sacrifice his son to God, an angel of the Lord calls out, Abraham, Abraham. And Abraham responds, I'm here. And the angel says, don't harm the boy. Don't lay a hand on the boy. I see now that you love God and you're not willing to withhold your own son from me. And so Abraham looks up and he sees a ram caught in the bush. And instead of sacrificing his son Isaac, he's able to sacrifice this ram to God. And he calls the place on top of this mountain, the Lord will provide. And the angel of the Lord speaks to Abraham a second time, saying, because you've not withheld your only son from me, your descendants, your children will be as numerous as the stars in the sky, and through them all nations will be blessed.